As promised, we're going to go back to the Old Chateau. Now, actually, I did this right after getting my Zubat, but oh well, who cares? You can't tell the difference. If you go back here at 8 p.m., or between 8 p.m. and I think 2 a.m. or something like that, 4 a.m., you can find Rotom in the TV. Now, I know it has the legendary battle music, and it has the entrance like a legendary, but I don't think it really is. Oh well, that's still pretty cool. And in the old game, in Diamond and Pearl, you had to wait until you had the National Dex. Now you can get it at any point in the game. In fact, you need to get it right now, or you need to at least encounter it. Okay, so it is an electric ghost-type Pokemon. So you can't use normal or fighting-type attacks against it. It also has Levitate, so ground-type moves won't work. I'd recommend weakening it as much as possible. If you have something, you could like catch a Ghastly and then use Hypnosis on it. That's a good way to weaken it, hopefully disable it. I think it comes with Nightshade too. I didn't really buy that many Pokeballs and stuff, so I'm skipping ahead. I think I wasted like 7 or 8 Pokeballs and a Great Ball on it. This is the one that finally did it. So just because I want to get to this. Not really a big deal, but you can do stuff with it later. Point is, you can get it early on now. Anyway, going back to Salacion Town and heading north just a little bit, we'll find Route 210. Over here we have a Rancher Marco Polo. He's got a Ponyta, level 24. Ponyta's give a nice amount of experience too, so they're fun to fight. And then you got these 2 twins here, ready to fight in a double battle. Terry and Tia. They've got a Pikachu and a Clefairy, level 23. I think I win. Further back, we have a Pokemon breeder up here. Look at the luster of my Pokemon's fur! He's got 2 Pokemon. He's got an Elekid, which is a nice new Pokemon you probably haven't seen in the games or in Diamond and Pearl yet. Actually, I don't think you've probably seen it in Platinum up till this point. And then there's a Happiny here, level 23, but it gives a lot of experience, so it's good to fight. In fact, you could use the VS Seeker on that guy for quite a lot of experience if you want to fight him over and over. Right here we have a Belle and Pa, Ava and Matt, and they have a Ponyta and a Rapidash. Wait, hold on a second. How's that Rapidash at level 24? You know it doesn't evolve until 40, right? What a cheater! Up here, this person here will give you TM51, which contains Roost. It heals the Pokemon's hit points by like half of its max, but it makes it weak to ground attacks. Actually, it really gets rid of its flying type, sort of, for the turn, so electric type attacks won't do super effective damage. This Pokemon breeder here has a Magby, sort of similar to that Elekid up on the cliff by the other breeder, but she has a Togepi rather than a Happiny, and it doesn't give it so much experience. Nowhere close to as much experience, so who cares? Anyway, go inside of this building here, and you can find a few trainers, like these 2 collectors right here. This collector loves honey. And I wonder why. Could it have anything to do with the fact that the Pokemon he's using is Munchlax? Which you can only get by slathering honey onto the trees. And only if you're lucky. The collector right next to him, he has another Pokemon you can get from the honey trees too. He has, on his team, a Heracross. And it's pretty, it's a really good Pokemon actually. I mean, if you catch one in game, if you go on the honey trees, either Munchlax or Heracross are both pretty darn good. This waitress here, she'll fight you if you talk to her. She's only got a Clefairy though, so she's not quite as interesting. But oh well, still fun to fight. Little experience never hurt. Now if you talk to this waitress here, she'll sell you Moo Moo Milk for 500 Pokédollars a bottle. And you can buy it by the dozen too. I highly recommend buying a lot of Moo Moo Milk, because for only 500, it heals 100 hit points. That's way better than a super potion, which costs 700 and heals 50. You do the math, come on. So anyway, head east and you will enter Route 211, I believe, and you'll find a Ruin Maniac. He's got a Bronzor on his team. And it's a pain too, because it's psychic and steel type and resistant to, or immune to ground. He also has a shield on, which is rock and steel type. This guy down here a bit, he'll give you TM66, which contains Payback. That's an alright TM if you want to teach it to your Pokemon, but I don't know, you don't need to right now. This guy, this black belt here, he's got a Krogunk on his team, and that's a fighting and poison type, so ground type moves or flying type moves will be really effective against him. You can cut this bush right here, and then head on over and fight another black belt who's waiting there for you, guarding that Pokeball. What's he got on his team? Let's take a look. Oh, he's got 3 Pokemon. He's got a Machop, level 23. Oh yeah, and on the route, it's raining, so water type attacks will do extra damage and fire type attacks will be weakened. Well, this guy just has a bunch of Machops. How boring. You can find a Fist Plate by him, though, and that increases the power of his fighting type attacks. Here's another black belt. They're just all over the place. Every drop of sweat I shed makes me that much stronger. Whoa. I wonder if that rain counts. Howdy, Nathaniel. He's got a Krogunk, too. All these black belts are really good practice because the next gym you have to fight is a fighting type gym. So if you're having trouble with any of these Pokemon, you might really want to consider doing some training before you get to the next city. Alright, over here we have a hit point up waiting for you, an HP up, way in the corner. And right down here, if you have cut on you, you can access another item, as a matter of fact. This is TM. This is TM 40 or 34. It contains Shockwave, which can be a nice TM. It's an electric type move that never misses. So it's pretty good. And a lot of Pokemon can learn it too, so. Ace Trainer Maya down here, Maya, she has a Roselia, level 24. Now, she also has a Lickitung on her team, and that's probably a Pokemon you haven't seen just yet. You can find it now in Platinum, just like this Ralts here. These are both new Pokemon to Platinum that weren't in Diamond and Pearl, at least until after you've gotten the National Dex. Now they're in the expanded Sinnoh Dex, so it's all good. This Ace Trainer here. Oh, by the way, you can fight these two in a double battle if you want. Just run between them. But, again, I like fighting them one-on-one. He's got a Gligar, he's got a Weasel, and he also has a Drifblim, which is pretty scary, actually. It can really mess you up if you're not careful. Anyway, you'll finally reach Veilstone City after fighting those two. And these two grunts here, it ain't no playground for kids. Yeah, well, if you go back here, you can find yourself a star piece. And these are more useful in the game. You can turn them in for one of each shard later on in the Fuego Ironworks. Inside of this house, in Veilstone City, if you talk to this guy, he'll give you a free Porygon. How cool is that? Don't even need to buy it in the game corner. We even have meteorites. This guy will give you a TM63, even though it doesn't have anything to do with anything, but oh well, it has embargo, and you don't really need that, trust me. Let's see, inside of this house, you can find the, this lady here. She'll give massages to your Pokemon once a day, and it'll increase your Pokemon's happiness, which is really nice. I think she's a little bubbly, but oh well. She also finds something when she's massaging, which I don't quite get. She found a determination on Aquila, go figure. In the house right next door, you can find this clown here, and he'll give you the coin case if you guess... The winner is you! He'll give you the coin case if you guess which hand is the coin, or which hand has the coin in it. Anyway, when you're at the gym, Dawn will be there, and she went shopping, although I think it'll be different if you got Lucas as if you played as the girl. Oh, crash, crash, crash your wake, crash, crash, crash your wake. Put out the fire, crash your wake. One from electricity, crash your wake. He's all singing and stuff. That's like the greatest song ever. Hello, dude and young lady. You're challenging the gym leader, are you? I was stunned by how tough she is. I'm the triple threat gym leader, etc., etc. He's Crasher Wake. And now he has his own theme song because he's just that awesome. Alright, and she runs off, so we'll take on the gym in the next episode. How's that sound?